Well, friends, it is 5:45 a.m. Saturday morning. We're heading back. This is going to be a travel day. So I'm going to do a vlog today, but it's going to be some of today, some of the travel. Probably not a whole lot of that, but some of the stuff that we did, because I've got a lot of footage. And so we'll be doing a little bit of both. And I've got to take my little cart back, and it's actually sprinkling out here a little bit, so I hope it don't get too wet. And I got to take it back up front and then ride the bus back, and we got a taxi cab picking us up here. Because one of the downsides is when you're staying at this resort, if you want to use you can actually check your bags here, but you got to do it 3 hours ahead of your flight. If your flight is 9 o'clock in the morning, that means your bags have to be turned in by 6. That's kind of hard to do. So anyway, I'm about to drive this cart back up there and try not to get soaked. So here we go with the little cart seat. Got a little headlight down there. So I'm riding along. This sprinkling just a little bit, but not terrible. So here we are, friends. We're making it happen. So it's a little surreal this morning. There's really nobody out but workers. And here we are. We're coming up to Olivia's, the Olivia's is the restaurant here at Old Key West. You see the swimming pool over there, and there's the water. And they're down there pressure washing stuff. There's Olivia's, and here we go. So friends, we are traveling back. I'm heading back to Nashville. Caroline's heading to Memphis, and she is too busy on her phone to even talk to you people. So there is that. But Lori's getting Starbucks over there. She's been standing in line a while too. It's taking a little while. You can see that I look sleepy, but it's early in the morning. We take off about 8:50, I think. But it's crazy. Our plane goes all the way to Maryland, and then we leave Maryland and get back to Nashville about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So we're going to have a little bit of a layover. So I'm going to work on some video stuff in between. So stay tuned, friends. Thank you so much for watching. So we're in the airport in Maryland. This is a copy of the airplane. That's a replica of it. Pretty cool. This Baltimore airport has a ton of restaurants in it. A lot of restaurants. So they have these little traffic carts that they drive around, and you can see they've got the luggage in here. They're going to transfer it. And that truck right there has a little boom that'll run up against it, and they take in food and stuff out of that truck. And they've got that little device to pull the airplane in and out. And then that is the tunnel that you go down to get in. I wonder what that little doolally is with the barrels on it. It's like a spill kit. That's our flight right there. We're going to get on it just a little. There's our airplane coming in. The Jack the Dog is what they're calling the airplane. Which is funny, I didn't know they named it. Maybe here's Galvin. They have different stops there based off of the size of the airplane. You see that the stop that they're on says 737, 51-7W. The other one says 737-8W. And then they slide the walkway up against. And it has a little wheel that stops it in the right place when it pushes against the airplane. And then the little thing comes down on it to cover it up, so you're out of the weather getting in it. You see it eases down on there. What? And then those trucks show up and get up in there and start putting food and different things on there. luggage from all the different places, structured, ready to go home. And they use this device, that little duolly right there, as a conveyor to go on. So she's hooking to it. They're hooking so they can push back when it's time to go out. But the airplane's actually named the Jack the Dog. That's interesting. That down there is going to fuel it. That's what this device is. It's the fuel. See that guy back there, and this one is putting drinks and that kind of stuff on. He'll replenish all that. And you notice the fueling guy is adding, he's taking a wire out. They actually hook the plane to keep static electricity from sparking and having and creating issues. So he'll touch it with that first.
Folks, 640 Airlines in Nashville, flight 1667, we will be boarding here as soon as everyone's off board the aircraft.
So that first one's going to come in and take the luggage off. And the next one, this one is waiting. We'll put the luggage on. It's our luggage, and there are other people waiting.
Here at Southwest, we have no assigned seats. We have 2 seat numbers. We board you in groups. First group board is pre-boarders. And with the white pre-board pass, anyone needs assistance or escort down the jetway. Then we board the A group, followed by the B group, and then the C group after that. Each of those groups boards in an airport order starting on A1, goes through to A30, and then A31 through to A60. And it will be the same process with the B and C groups. We do offer family boarding for parents and kids ages 6 or under after the A's and before the B's. If you don't have an A boarding pass, ordering a family boarding time
Just cooking the fuel her up.
Not the whole extended family. Family boarding in between A's and B's.
So they fuel in the wing.
No smoking on today's flight. Everyone is allowed 2 bags on board, a carry-on item, and a small personal item. Your carry-on item fits over your head, and the overhead bin, small personal item underneath the seat in front of you. If you have more than 2 bags, if you have a stroller or a car seat, make sure it is tagged for your destination. If you have an electronic boarding pass, and boarding pass is on your phone or mobile device, please make sure the brightness is turned on so we can scan it properly.
Both of those trucks are putting snacks and drinks on. They have them in the front and the back of it, and you even see it says the snacks are on me. Both of those trucks.
Okay, this is like really hard.
There's my bag coming around. Since I've had back surgery, I'm just supposed to pick it up, so Lori's going to stand it up and then I can roll it. Used to, when people picked you up at the airport, you could stop right here, and they had like a 10-minute wait limit. You could stop and open your tailgate and they would inspect, but they've decided not to allow that anymore, so they've actually filled it in with concrete, and it's for security reasons. And it's a shame that it's come to that, but there's people here with actual guns. The place is armed, which I'm glad, but heck no, it's scary. Right, we get to go.